Yeah, no, I think that really sets the tone for everything here. Also, what the fuck? Hold on. I think I accidentally broke space and time again. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. There we go. Pay no attention to the man behind the emerald curtain, everyone. Greetings and felicitations, assorted children of the internet. I am the Logician, the Rantsona your reality forgot, and, as you can tell by just how enthused I am, we're gonna be doing some more Spyro tonight. Yes, I was actually just about to get into that shark fin. I did end up actually finding that last gem in the previous level that eluded me, so, as it turns out, I forgot what color the 5 denominator gem was. I thought I was looking for something green. Turns out it was purple. And it turns out it was on a stair that was very easily missable if you were just looking to fucking progress throughout the level. But I found it! Eventually. As a matter of fact, I think it was, all in all, maybe around 5-10 minutes after you left the stream. But I did, in fact, find it. And now we are moving on to the remaining levels of the first hub world. Now, for those of you just tuning in for the first time, I have a bit of a complicated history with the original Spyro trilogy. I played them all on the PS1 when they came out as a child, and I enjoyed every single one of them. Now, that being said, I never completed them all as a child. I played through as far as I could, and simply gave up and moved on to the next one. I did that with all 3 games. So, I've sort of made it a self-enforced challenge to kind of follow up on that unfinished business, and thus far, have 100%ed both Spyros 1 and 2. This is the final stop on that journey for me, and I'm gonna tell ya, I have not exactly been, well, I'm sure there are enough clips on my Twitch channel to sum it up. Yeah, no, 117%. I do remember you mentioning that shark fin, and I'm gonna tell ya, I'm not looking forward to it. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because I am just that stubborn. Can't wait until 100% Spyro. Okay, what are you on about now, Alex? Game where he what? Dare I ask? Game where your voice by oh no, we're not going that far. I fully intend to stop after this one, because it's what I consider to be the original trilogy. I don't think I'm gonna be touching any of the Elijah Wood ones either. This is all just sort of, I guess, I'm not really sure what metric I'm working with, to be completely honest. A Hero's Tale? Oh, gosh. Yeah, no, I mean, I can appreciate the nostalgia factor, Sharkfin, genuinely, but I will, in all likelihood, be stopping after Spyro 3. Just to make sure that I maintain some semblance of, well, what qualifies as sanity at this point, I suppose. Besides, I'm very much looking forward to the playthrough I'm going to be doing after this, and I'm going to be having some friends along for the ride. But that's then. This is now. So we might as well get things started. So, as I said before, we are about halfway through this hub world. So, let's see what awaits us. You're gonna scream? Do you enjoy my suffering, Sharkfin? Alright. Now for these, ambiguously racist characters here.
Rhinocs are running rampant around here, but I can't get anyone out of the Tiki Lodge long enough to do anything about it.
Classy as always, Tom Kenny. Alright, so. Oh god, I'm gonna have to come back for these, aren't I? Yeah, no, this is gonna require some kind of missile or something. Hey. Already off to a rocking good start. Oh, I love these controls. These controls are the best. I mean, how can you argue with the likes of fucking nostalgia bandits like Ant Farm or whatever the fuck that one reviewer's name is? Considering tiki culture was made up by American GIs on the Pacific Rim, Tom Kenny's a rich. Yeah, no, honestly. Excuse you. First of all, rude. Oh. The one moment I look towards chat. Actually, wait. Is this one of those things I can just ground pound on? Nope, it is not. Oh joy, my controller just died. Or all of the things. All of the warriors are here tonight. Fucking fantastic controls, dead controls. Everyone is here. Alright. Well, I'm plugged in now. Hey. Yeah, alley-oop to you too. Alright. You can add a coffee notification widget to your stream, so you should be able to get jump scared by kindness. You know, I will have to keep that in mind. I mean, I will say, if there are those of you who would like to contribute monetarily, I do in fact have a Patreon, where not only do I offer early access to certain things, but I also do, at least for the time being, once monthly patron-exclusive movie reactions. There are a number of movies I've been wanting to do reactions to for quite some time, but YouTube's copyright system being what it is, I wasn't really sure how I could go about doing it, and I forget who it was. It was either Koshe or Lore who gave me the idea, but it was not an idea of mine. Of that I can be certain. I came up with the idea of making those Patreon exclusive. And it was one of these fucking things that eluded me the last time. Alright, Ricky, what's up? Wait, is that? No. Okay. Now, I thought there was a red gem down there, but, apparently not even they are that cruel. Alright. Just trying to jump scare you with a cat. Ah, I see.
Be sure to keep your friend Sparks the dragonfly healthy, Spyro. If his health is low, torch a little creature like the slug below me to release a butterfly.
You know, there's something interesting about this, like, seemingly innocent little fairy character saying, hey, you see that slug there? Light the fucker up. I mean, on the one hand, it does feed into, like, old school Fae culture. Fucking... Guys. Boys, one at a time. Just one dragon. There we are. Alright. Oh, Sparks is gone. Okay. There we are. Welcome back, Sparks. Alright. Not used to positive attention, so he doesn't have anything more streams. No, absolutely not. No, see, again, I pretty much started my career on YouTube as a Ransona, but not in the sense you know them today, more of what the kids call a flesh tuber. Where I basically just put myself in front of a camera and ranted about things that either pissed me off or just didn't make a lick of sense. That eventually transitioned into movie reviews because that was popular with the children back in the day. Then it went to video essays. Actually, before that, it went to like fandom culture and the creation of content for that. Then it went to video essays, and then I wound up in this fucking timeline. And I noticed, hey, these weird fucking cryptids calling themselves VTubers are all the rage, and people are just accepting monsters walking around willy-nilly, and I figured, hey, might as well see what's up with that. And thus here I am.
Here, take this egg. They were giving them away at the Tiki Lodge last night.
I mean, easy Moe and Larry joke is easy. Gonna scream very soon. I've no doubt. I have very little doubt of that. Oh god. Well, I understand now. I understand the upcoming fury. It is because of this fucking duck. Sorry, penguin. Yep. I'm gonna need to find money bags, aren't I? Yeah. Alright, now I'm gonna have to find higher ground. Alright, so now it's gonna be a matter of maneuvering my way around. Behind the money bag store? Oh, I see. So the penguin section proper. I see. Oh. Well, I mean, while I'm here. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I didn't explore over here, did I? Oh, wait, well. I mean... What do you want, imposter?
Spyro, you're just in time. I saw 2 egg thieves run through this door. Well, actually, they paid me to guard their hideout, but that's irrelevant. I'll happily let you through the gate to chase them down for a small finder's fee.
You know me too well, Sharkfin. You know me too well, and you've only known me for like a week. Also, it only now occurs to me that, I'm letting a little something hang low and wobble to and fro, so let me just, there we go. Alright. Anyway. All the Emerald Curtain reveals tonight, apparently.
Thank you, Spyro, and best of luck catching those dastardly egg thieves.
Hope you step on a Lego, buddy. Alright. And what do you have to say for yourself?
Are you the dragon looking for all those eggs? Because I saw a shifty-looking character with one over there.
Alright, so let's get a feel for the environment first. Gonna be here a while. Yeah, right back at you. Alright, so. Now, the good news is that we're still in relatively early game territory, so I don't expect this to be too terribly difficult. He said in the classic fashion, setting up the bit. So I'm just going to start out taking my sweet time. Also, as always, do let me know if the volume is a bit too high and low between both myself and the game footage. Pretty much everyone who knows me personally can attest that I am fairly anal when it comes to audio quality, whether it's for video projects or streams or anything. Volume's fine. Okay, that is good to know. Ah, my word. Thus far. Now let me double check. Anything in these nooks and crannies over here? Does not look like it. Ah! X marks the spot, I see. I did not expect that to give so easily. Skill point. Huh. That's somewhat disconcerting. Have I mentioned that I don't much care for video games with skill trees? Alright, so let's just take this at a leisurely pace for now. Already using the royal we and invoking my fucking suffering, are we, Cochet? Alright, now let's see. Okay. So, I think I understand. It's gonna be more of an, let me just double check, because I have the feeling that this is gonna be more of an impact-based break. So I'll have to go, full distance. Thus far, not proving too terribly bad. Almost caught up with him. There we go. Alright, so there's one. And then second.
Hey, there goes another one. He was really fast. Maybe if I activate the supercharge, you'll be able to catch him.
Yeah, this is what I thought. Now, is the supercharge power up over here? No, it's probably. Oh, there we go. I wanted to see if I could. I can probably find. Yeah, let me see if I can't. There we go. Alright, not too bad. And now. Step, inch by inch. Ah, well. Yeah, I think I just need to, as the children say, lock the fuck in. enough. There we go. Now, the wide turns are the worst thing, but, like, even then, it's like, I just need to keep in mind the just, you know, minimum movement, maximum output philosophy. Come on. I mean, here's the thing. Like, with the setup being what it is, I'm guessing it's only a matter of time before we get into
One eternity later.
territory. But, like, I'm sure it's gonna be all right. Yeah, no, it's always that first turn there. Title bedroom territory. Oh, fun. Closer every time, so. It's the swerving. Get around the unnecessarily swerving. That'll get me a little... Ah, damn it. Sorry. Ah, damn. Yeah, no, it is what it is. Alright, so it's entirely possible that I am losing something here. I think... Yeah, no, I think it really is just sort of like minimize swerves. Because again, the more I swerve, the more I lag behind. Yeah. So here. Ah, well. Alright. Yeah, no, it may very well be a little bit while we're here. But, we shall see. I mean, already I'm kind of reminded of the nasty Nork fight from 1. Which, I think to this date, is still my least favorite final boss battle of any video game. There we go. Okay. No, I was about to say maybe I need to, like, Kermit. Hi-hoo. I was about to think that maybe I just needed to spit fire while I was running, but, turns out it didn't. Alright, so now I believe that I have gotten all of the gems in this little mini area. So yeah, I think I can head back to the main map now. Alright. Sergeant Bird is currently on an important mission to the inside of a cage. Tough luck, the sorceress. Alright. Oh, well, I missed that bot over there. 1080. Have I missed any? Well, actually, easiest way to check. Craters. Yeah, no, I still need a fair number of, yeah, so don't stress it. That's fair. But yeah, no, I am guessing I still need to get Sergeant Bird. Even just to double check these things. Replace idle heads. Catch the thief. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a bird matter. So I'll exit level for now. And I will come back to that. I can unlock the chest. Well, I'm gonna have to get the key again, aren't I? Yeah, alright. That sounds about right. The trouble is, I cannot for the life of me remember where I got the key in the first place, so we're gonna have to do some, what the fuck am I doing? You can just go around this way. Again, I wish they just put something, like even just a gradual fade. Like, when you reach areas where the music might change, but it just fucking cuts off. It's possible I may need to kill all the Rhinox in order to get the key again. There. Actually, no, I think it was one of these circling lads over here. No, actually, nope. There it is. There is the key. Alright. And now, just make my way back. And then, I should have all the keys that I can, or rather, gems I can readily access. Just take care of this. There we go. And now, I believe.
Rhinox are running
Yeah, so I heard, Tom. So I heard. Alright. So. Now I can go to the seal world. And Crochet, if you could nip that little bot in the bud there, that'd be appreciated. Much appreciated, Crochet. You know, as much as I am just all in all not the biggest fan of this series, I do miss the little like Saturday morning cartoon cold opens that they did at the beginning of each level from Spyro 2. And what do you have to say for yourself?
While I was gone, my friends borrowed the Rhinox submarine, and then they took it for a joyride, and then they smashed it into a big pile of rocks. Oddly enough, the Rhinox failed to see the humor in the story and stuffed my friends in the jail behind you.
Honestly, that sounds like your problem, kid. First of all, what the fuck do seals need with a submarine? If I thought the fucking controls were wonky before, now this is absolute dog shit. Alright, let's see. Well, I mean, water levels in general are kind of infamous for not being the best paced or best controlling. You know? Because why not water duck? Or water goose, as the case may be. I mean, it's foul play either way. Let's see if I missed any. Not so far. Sucks a speedrun. Good! I hate speedruns.
If you want a quick summary of your progress in a world, you can press the select button to open the atlas page for the world you are in.
Good to know. Alright, so just pressing select automatically brings you to that given level. Okay, no, that actually is good to know, so I don't have to navigate through a bunch of menus. Oh god, does that mean there are a fuck ton of, like... Well, now I have to check. Because I saw a lot of those shells back here. Yep. At least one shell, I guess. Anything in here? Nope. Nothing in the mollusk sphincter. Or sphincter. I went to school for neuroscience, not English. Speedrun is fun if you love games. I mean, I feel like if you really love a game, then yeah, that might be an exception for me, but unfortunately, the grand majority of, like, speedrunners I've ever heard of or see is just like, how can I break this game beyond its limits just to get through it as quickly as possible? With no actual consideration for, like, oh, what's the story like, or, you know, is the gameplay enjoyable? No, it's just like, how do I get through this as quickly as possible? Like, even outside of people who are like, people I have seen often who are playing a game for the very first time will just look through like, okay, how do I mash B through all dialogue options? How do I skip any and all tutorials? It feels like people took the wrong message away from watching fucking Aaron Hansen play video games and are just forgetting that video games are meant to be enjoyed at a leisurely pace. And thus everyone is becoming a speed runner out of fucking example. It's just really a matter of, like, people treating video games less and less like experiences and more just like consumable goods. Just like, yummy, okay, give me the next one. Even among, like, RPG series, like, I don't give a shit what anyone says. Pokemon is an RPG series. Stop mashing B through the fucking dialogue and pay attention to what the fuck is actually happening, because there are some good stories in modern Pokemon games. I understand that not all of them had good stories, especially throughout the first, like, 4 or so generations. But people have been putting more effort into the writing, so pay the fuck attention, you idiots. My god. It's one of those things I'm incredibly passionate about, having, like, played Pokemon games since I was 8 years old. And just to see people just so thoroughly disenchanted with video games to the point where they're seen as nothing but fucking consumable, bite-sized goods. Like, video games have become the Big Macs of storytelling, of entertainment. It's just like, okay, I'll have another. Yeah, that itch is scratched just for now. Now, granted, there are video games that, like, are probably best suited to, like, okay, this is just a quick casual thing to, like, pick up and enjoy. And there's nothing wrong with that, to, like, clarify. But when you're treating every single fucking video game exactly the same way in that regard, it's like, yeah, I don't care what anyone's saying, like, okay, why can I not understand what's happening because I skipped everything? And why does everything have to have a fucking steep difficulty level just because Sakurai... not Sakurai, sorry. Because fucking Miyazaki has a hard-on for making games unreasonably difficult. Or at the very least, inaccessible to the first-timers. And I know we've had this discussion before, Koshe, but, like, I don't know. It feels like, even if that's not necessarily what, like, Miyazaki intended with Soulsborne games, it feels like that was the message everyone who plays Soulsborne games nowadays took away from it. Like, video game culture has become just this sort of, like, unforgiving, unaccommodating, get good dude bro culture. And it disgusts me. It thoroughly fucking disgusts me. Like, in all fairness, like, I do understand, in all likelihood, that might not necessarily be what's, like, Miyazaki intended with those games, but it unfortunately has become just what people see video games like. Is get through it as quickly as possible while, like, exploiting any fucking cracks in the veneer of the mechanics. and just, like, don't worry about stopping to enjoy the video game.
My plan worked! That dumb octopus dropped the jail key while he was shaking me. Now I can free my friends!
Cool, didn't ask.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. One of the Rhinox had this egg in his lunchbox.
That's not at all how FromSoft games play, and the most enjoyable thing about them for me is exploring piecing together the world. Like, I know that's, like, a big part of, like, the actual structure of FromSoft games, Gaucher. I do understand that. The problem is that the culture behind the people who play these games have sort of forever ruined any enthusiasm I may have actually once had for wanting to give them a shot, because it's very much just this get good, like, noob culture surrounding it. Contrary, most speedrunners have enjoyed the game many times. They hunt for glitches. They'll learn every function. I mean, maybe I'm just not seeing that, because every single speedrunner or, like, modern Let's Player I've seen, or just general streamer in general, doesn't seem to have any love for the fucking game they're trying to get through as quickly as possible. It's just, okay, I want to get through this in one sitting because I have shit to do, da-da-da-da-da, because content. That's all I'm ever seeing on fucking YouTube or Twitch. Yeah, so maybe it's just a fucking vocal minority thing, but that's all I ever see, and that unfortunately has sort of, like, put a horrible fucking taste in my mouth, and deterred me from ever wanting to try and enter into those communities.
We had a dragon egg for you, but we used it to test our ultra-high-speed superfluidity tunnel. The good news is that it made it to the end of the tunnel without a scratch. The bad news is that there's no way to get it back out now.
So now I have to go down the lube tube. Thanks, kid.
The tunnel is chock full of Rhinox and floating mines. The only way to...
Alright. Ah, damn. Alright. Ah, shit. Yeah, thanks, Miss Cheeks. Well, I mean, saved me from running into a fucking mine, so... Ah, fuck. I mean, the good news is they appear to be functionally immortal during this section. Fuck. But yeah, no, I mean, maybe there is a difference, but it seems to me like every instance of someone speedrunning has been purely a fucking content creator thing. And it is entirely possible that there is an actual, like, genuine demographic of people who speedrun games who genuinely love them. I've yet to see them. And maybe that's just the algorithm's fault, but either way, it's put me off of, like, ever wanting to watch speedrunners. And sometimes it can be as simple as, like, you know, in the same vein where, like, some people have, like, a 3-episode rule of, like, watching a TV show or something, where, like, if they're not into it by the 3rd episode, it's not for them. I adhere to that as well, but I'm also, like, if I've, like, tried something or sampled a specific thing like a handful of times and it just does not vibe with me, I'm put off of it forever. Like, I don't know. Another example is like Five Guys. Five Guys burgers. I hear nothing but good fucking things about Five Guys. I can't stand Five Guys. It's like, first of all, you don't get the option to get a single patty burger. Second of all, you're just paying $10 by default for just an unnecessarily, like, absurd amount of french fries, which aren't even that good. They're all fucking soggy and limp and sad and overly greasy. Just like, I just want a simple one patty burger. Yeah, and it's the same with like In-N-Out. I don't care for In-N-Out either, because like I have a fucking problem with any fucking burger place that puts all the fucking veggies beneath the burger patty. That's the wettest ingredients. You're putting all the wettest shit on the bottom bun so that the whole burger is gonna be fucking soggy. And I also don't really care much for, like, haystack fries or, like, overly too thin fries. I like my fries thick, but I also like them, like, crispy. Like, basically like steak fries. Best thing about Five Guys here is that the soda machines you can mix. Well, I mean, I feel like you can do that with any soda machine, though. Like, just like, here's the thing. A thing I did for the longest time as a kid was I would just, whenever I went to, like, any kind of fast food place, and I actually went inside, I would just put a little squirt of every single fucking drink they had into my cup. Like, didn't matter if it was soda or tea or water or what have you. I would have at least one spurt of every single fucking thing on the soda fountain and put that into my large cup, and that would be my drink. See the salt in your gameplay? No, I think it's just because I brought up fucking Five Guys. The overly salty food. Overly salty and just generally overrated. I mean, I'll even say, Sharkfin, that if you're trying to farm for clips or just get the streamer molding, you're probably not going to have too terribly much luck with me, in particular. Because I don't really tend to react too terribly vocally when it comes to, like, video games. It's more like when I'm reviewing stuff or watching a movie that I get, like... I guess molding would be the term for streamers, I guess. So you're not gonna get too terribly much of a reaction from me when it comes to gameplay. This is like, oh, you want ginger ale? Oh, so more like an automatic like soda jerk situation. I see what you mean. Okay, that's also fair. Alright, now let me see. But yeah, no, it's just like, I bring all that up just to sort of say, like, because of, like, my not-so-great interpretation, my early impressions of, like, speedrunning and the like, I'm probably not going to be pursuing too many videos, like, in that vein. It's sort of like why I don't tend to follow too terribly much of the work of like certain YouTubers, and I will not name names, just not to be a dick. But like, there's some like people who like do streams or let's plays or not, who you can tell they're just like, they're literally only playing a game not because they actually give a shit about it, but because it's content. And it's very much like, I want to get through this fucking game or whatever as quickly as possible so I can just get on with my day. And any actual, like, enjoyment or enthusiasm for what it is they're playing is completely incidental. And I fucking can't stand shit like that. I mean, I say that, and then I have my Friday streams, which are literally just fan fave Fridays, where I play games that I know have a cult following, even if I'm not particularly attached. So I will readily acknowledge the hypocrisy on my end. But at least I'm not doing it just for a fucking view count. I feel like there is at least a distinct difference. At least I would like to hope so. Alright.
This egg has surprisingly good fluid dynamic characteristics. From now on, all of our submarines will be egg-shaped.
I mean, they kind of were already, my guy. Shaped like a fucking bullet. Get the ball, Duke. Alright. You know? Alright. If Hunter is in here, I swear to God. Okay.
Pluto the Rhinoc has challenged us to a naval battle. Our speedboat versus his nuclear shark submarine. If we win, we get the dragon egg he's guarding. If we lose, we have to spend a month in KP.
Yeah, because all the 10-year-olds playing this in the year 2000 were gonna get the fucking Popeye the Sailor Man reference with Bluto.
What do you say? Do you want to take on Pluto?
Is that a fucking Doctor Strangelove reference? Sorry, no, just like the fight the nuclear shark sub. I think that is legitimately a Doctor Strangelove reference. For those of you too young to remember, Doctor Strangelove was a satirical movie sort of poking fun at the relative fragility of peace following the nuclear arms race between the United States and the Soviet Union. And the movie ends with essentially the beginning of World War III, where an enthused cowboy, as it were, rides a falling nuclear bomb like a bucking bronco onto foreign soil, thus essentially starting the end of the world. It's kind of one of the most iconic shots in black and white cinema. So if you've ever seen, like, a picture of a cowboy riding a nuke, that's what that's from. And I think that's what's being invoked here. Hope you run into Hunter. You've been too full of beans today. You need to learn your lesson. Yeah, well, listen. I'll take all the beans and rice I want, thank you very much. I was practically breastfed on Mexican food. I don't care if that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, good luck. Just remember, stay away from the sharp end.
Duly noted. Oh, my. Out of ammo? How do I get more ammo? Can I not get out of the submarine? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, not sure what I'm supposed to do about that. Alright. Right back at you. It's entirely possible I'm missing something here.
Pluto the...
Get pizza before like a taco. See, I can't tell if you're referencing something I told you about the other day, Crochet. There we go. I mean, I know there's also, like, a number of, like... I mean, it is the fucking method to shoot the fucking torpedo? Yeah, I don't get how I'm supposed to avoid that. Oh, my dumbass. You know, I was just talking about people pressing B through all dialogue. Well, that's egg on my face.
someone's so purple. I hope this egg was worth all the trouble.
The fuck is that supposed to mean? Smelt? Like, hello, Kettle, have you met Pot? Like, goddamn, my guy. Fucking self-directed racist motherfucker. Yeah, for being purple. What the fuck is that supposed to mean, my guy? To be fair, I mean, that's what I mean, though. It's like... it's like saying, like, oh yeah, us purple motherfuckers are just pure shit. So I assume you're gonna be pure shit as well. Like, don't drag me into your fucking, like, self-loathing, my guy. Also, isn't purple normally associated with regality? What the fuck are you on about? Like, I'm no artist, I know next to nothing about actual color theory and its implementation, but fuck. I'm sorry I'm just harping on this for as long as I am, just the surprise racism from the fucking cartoon seal. Alright, anyway. Pretty sure that's all the gems that were in this level. Or at least this part of the level. Symbol of evil queens? Well, I mean, let's not drag RuPaul into this. Meant to do that. Flying gracefully on a sea of air. Alright. Now to go to the fucking kangaroo portion of the level. Oh yeah, there's still more shit over here.
You can hover to get more distance when gliding. Just press the triangle button at the end of your glide.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, hi, Spyro. Some of my seal friends are trying to take down a Rhinoc fortress. I'm about to go and lend a foot. I love the smell of singed Rhinoc in the morning.
This sounds like a personal issue. Oh god, I already hate this. I forgot how much I hate the controls for this character.
Hi, Sheila. The Rhinocs have built a fortress on our beach, and we're gonna blow it to smithereens. We just need you to take out all the turrets for us. We're lighting the bomb now. Just make sure to stop all those turrets before the fuse runs out, okay?
So, a couple things. Number one, are we sure we're helping the good guys here? Number two, I know he said turrets, but the first time he said turrets, it did not sound like turrets. See, I thought he said turrets, honestly. To be fair, the more tourists we take out, the better. I can agree with that. There's a point in this game where a bug can get you swimming in the air and you can just use it to reach cut room. So this bug should pull off. Well, again, I'm not a speedrunner, so I probably will not be exploiting the cracks in the veneer for something like that, but it's good to know, I suppose, for the, the purposes of trivia knowledge. Oh. Is this... There we go. See that there is a time limit, but... There we go. Revolution.
Wow! I can't believe I survived that blast! It's a good thing I kept this egg nice and safe in my pocket.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on this one, Sharkfin. And to collect the spoils of war. Fucking hate. All of the hate. Is there anything else over here? Get over here. Ah! Like, see, I'm getting more tilted by this duck than any of the levels so far.
Our beach is your beach.
Cool, didn't ask.
Stay and get a tan if you like.
Am I? Oh. There we go. Massive clown feet fuck me up every time, you know? Whatever does it for you, to each their own. Alright, was there any other section of this level? Kangaroos are dicks. Kangaroos are dicks in general. I wish I could remember the name of the channel, but there's a specific channel that's been popping off on YouTube as of late, like specifically because of the shorts, but it's this Australian dude talking about just all the most fucked up and horrifically dangerous animals that live in Australia as well as other parts of the world. And I've just been addicted to his stuff as of late. I wish for the life of me that I could remember the name of his channel, but yeah, of the things I learned about was was an incident where in Tasmania, Australia, there was an occurrence where crop circles started popping up in poppy fields. as Tasmania is the world's leading exporter of poppy milk, which is used in a lot of prescription and not so prescription drugs. The opioids made from poppy milk. And they started seeing crop circles show up. And they were like, okay, what the fuck is going on? So they reviewed the security footage, and what it turned out to be was a wallaby stomping his way onto the poppy fields, getting high as a kite, and hopping around in circles until he passed the fuck out and left. Alright, so we have 100%ed this level. Just like me for real? God. Ah, boy.
Let's head on over to the balloon.
Let's not!
The balloon's all ready, sir. Just jump on.
I didn't ask. Because, yeah, no, there's at least one more thing here. Yeah, because I know there's a racing level in this overworld. Just let me see here. So we got that one. 100%, 100%. This we need the fucking penguin for. Then seashell... Oh. Oh, I guess I did complete them all. Okay, I thought there was still more. Speedway. Yeah, no, I thought there was a speedway. It's not showing up here for some reason. Mushroom Speedway, yeah. And Buzz's Dungeon. So where the fuck is the Speedway? Up the hill? Oh, that's right! Okay, yeah, here it is. Oh, God, this is where I'm gonna have to see Hunter, isn't it? Rada rada, rada 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 rada, rada 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 rada. Rada 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 rada. And I'm glad you got the reference, Sharkfin. And thus we begin the arduous process of completing my least favorite part of any Spyro game, and that's the racetracks. I fucking... Already off to a rollicking good start. You know, I cannot stand the racing courses. I will say though, the one saving grace here is that they're using the most satisfying impact sound effects. Yep, there it is. Alright, so I do know the fucking route. It's just a matter of getting them all. Yeah, no, this specific, like, impact sound effect, I don't know where it originated, but I recognize it. And it's so fucking satisfying. There we go. Alright, so this first one was not so bad, but it's still my least favorite of any Spyro level. And now we have to do the other one. Sabina. Now we have to race the butterflies. Yeah, no, this I remember being the start of my fucking major rivalry with Hunter in Spyro 2. Now, this game speedways are the best in the series. Not saying they're good, but they sure are. They are for sure the best. Well, that is yet to be determined. Okay, that specific, like, stock, like, air horn sound as well. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I remember hating the hell out of this. Like, when I had to race Hunter. Yeah, in Spyro 2, when I did this type of level, I was fucking just constantly infuriated. Because I don't like having to play fast with any type of game. I like taking my time in figuring out what the fuck is happening so I can just get to the end of things at my own pace. Like, if I want to play a racing game, I'll play, like, Mario Kart 64. Or Diddy Kong Racing. Like, anything. And I even am not the biggest fan of, like, 3D platformers in general, because I don't like collectathons. I just want to get to the end of the level, you know, at my own pace, without having to worry about collecting a bunch of fucking arbitrary objects. Like, you know, if I want to play a platformer, like, ideally I'll play a 2D platformer. Yeah, no, I'm not winning this. The thing is, I'm not even sure I would call it a rivalry, Shark Fin, so much as just, like, an unabashed hatred of the fucker. Because that's when it started becoming clear that he was just actively impeding my progress throughout every game. Like, he is a bastard in every sense of the word. I despise him with every iota of my being. and I wish nothing but the worst upon his ilk. He's like, oh, hey, man. Yeah, I just so happened to find this MacGuffin that we're all collecting to save the world. No, but I'd rather just withhold it from you so that you can beat me in a dick-waving contest. That's cool, right? We're friends, right? Fucking wannabe Chester Cheetah looking ass. And I will say, like, there's nothing wrong with, like, people who do love collectathons. Like, more power to you. They're just not for me. Like, I would much rather just play a 2D platformer where the point is to just get through all the obstacles and get to, like, the end of the level on the far right. That's all I want. If it has some neat power-ups, like some temporary power-ups, so be it. But, like, I don't want to have to go searching every nook and cranny, every fucking pixel and polygon for this random fucking pointless object that's not even going to help in any meaningful mechanical way. That's just me. Favorite genre of game over? I would say probably puzzle games. Like puzzle games or rhythm games, like first person. Like, so, just to simplify things, Sharkfin. If the game looks, plays, and feels like something you would find in an arcade in the 80s or 90s, I'll probably like it. Otherwise, it's more than likely not for me. I mean, I know it's like become a bit of a cliche at this point, but one of my favorite games of all time is Undertale, because it plays like an old school like RPG, and even then it's like, it doesn't play like a traditional turn-based RPG. And I normally just don't have the patience for turn-based RPGs, and the thing about Undertale is that it's sort of like, I don't want to say revolutionized, but it's streamlined its battle mechanics in a way that you don't normally see with a lot of RPGs. You know, or at least turn-based RPGs. So, like, yeah, no, I love that game both mechanically and in terms of the story. I love, like, action RPGs. Those are fun because I'm actually just sort of, like, on the edge of my seat the whole time playing the actual game. But yeah, no, like, just generally, if you can find it in an arcade in the 80s and 90s, then chances are that's the type of game for me. I am an old man, and I am accustomed to what I am accustomed to. That's the simplest way to say it. I am what the children refer to as a hag by internet standards. Feel like the type of game people play is influenced a lot by what they grew up on? You know, absolutely they are. Like, my very first, like, outside of, like, educational, like, point-and-click games, I think my first actual gaming experience that wasn't an educational game of some sort was Spectre, or rather the Macintosh port of Spectre, which was a multi-POV tank shooter. Like, it was very simple, didn't really have many actual textures, it was very polygonal, and it really kind of was the start of my love of real-time action games. As a matter of fact, something I recently found out about Cochet and I is that we actually share one of the games that we used to play was very much the same game. I forget what it was called off the top of my head, but it was a sort of science-based educational game featuring a snake with a propeller hat. It was one of a number of educational point-and-click games that I played the ever-loving shit out of when I was young. Sammy's Science House. Yes, thank you, Koshe. Alright. Try again later? No, the fuck we won't, Sparks. Pajama. I do remember Pajama Sam. I never played it. I was more of a Putt-Putt and Freddy Fish kind of guy myself. Mr. Dragon Egg? I mean, I got the, I got first place in both those races. I don't think there are any more options for the Mushroom Speedway. I do know there's at least one more, Dragon Egg that I can only access because of the penguin. Oh, god damn it. Of course, Hunter would once again be fucking obstructing my progress to 100%ing shit. I mean, if nothing else, I'm glad you are here to point me in the right direction, Sharkfin. Alright, time attack. Now, where in the fuck is this bastard? Fatherless son of a... You!
Whoa! A bunch of sheep and flying saucers just came out of nowhere and started blasting up the race course.
Hunter, how many of these mushrooms have you eaten?
Looks like I'll have to hop in my plane and teach him some manners.
Your stutter speaks volumes.
Look out, sheep. Here I come.
Too much information, Hunter. Okay. Oh god, it's forcing me to play Hunter now? So now we're forced to play through fucking Hunter's big trip. Where are you? Oh, I wasn't supposed to go into the glowing power-up looking things. Alright.
What?
You know, if nothing else, I suppose there's a bit of a
Look out,
consolation
sheep. Here I
in
come.
ensuring Hunter's goddamn downfall every time I happen to fucking crash. So there's less chance of me crashing out. Alright. Let's... We're all the heroes of our own stories, eh, Hunter?
Check it out. The squad leader had abducted this egg.
Yeah, I'm still not convinced that wasn't just some sort of fucking bad trip from Hunter. Oh great, we found the spawn of Ron White. Alright, now we can get the fuck out of Dodge. Only 3 more Hunter levels left in this game. Yippee! Alright. So... let me even just check here. Yeah, no, literally... oh, wait a second. What the fuck is Buzz's dungeon? Oh, is that the fucking thing with, like... Sophie? Boss fight? Back here later. Yeah, no one said anything about a boss fight. Oh, whoa, hey, whoa. Go back into what building? Oh god, this thing is freaking the fuck out. You might need to head to Zoe for a quick save just to be on the safe side. Hey. Ow, thank you. I also don't know how to get up to that fucking butterfly up there. Get to the balloon? Alright. Zoe level unlocks after the boss fight. Okay. Get him. Stay here, Midday Gardens. Yeah, well, apparently the boss fight is here, so I need to stay here.
The balloon's all ready, sir. Just jump on.
Oh. Well, so I can't progress? Because it's saying that's just going to take me to the other level, but... alright. Is the boss fight on the balloon?
Listen carefully, you stupid girl. I'm only going to ask you one more time. Why haven't you disposed of that infernal dragon?
I've tried to scare him off, Your Highness. But he's just not afraid of anything.
Not afraid? Not afraid? Why have I been training you all these years? Use some magic! Here's a spell book. Whip up a monster and eliminate him.
Kill him?
I don't care what you do, you useless brat, as long as you get rid of him.
Okay, let's see what we got here. This ought to do it. You, come here.
Oh. Yeah, this is feeling a bit familiar now. Oh, okay.
When I heard the sorceress was planning to ambush you, I got here as fast as I could. No worries, though. This wussy green toad will be no match for the two of us.
These motherfuckers actually literally just recycled the final stage from Ripto's Rage. This is literally the same fucking... This is the same stage. This is where we defeated Ripto in the previous game. And they're recycling it. You know, I know they were reusing assets, but this is just the same fucking level. This is the arena where you defeat Ripto. I mean, at least the music's nice, but still, the fucking... God damn. Okay. We're being that lazy, are we? Is the point to, like, push him into the fucking lava? I feel like this boss fight was not adequately explained to me. There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. Alright, so now we're probably going to be adding new mechanics. Oh, yeah. There we go. Fun. There we go. So, got it more or less down at this point. And again, I will even say that, like, while the majority of, like, Spyro games seem to have, like, very much samey music, they are mixing things up a little bit with this one. Like, it's still not all that memorable, But at least it sounds different from all the other Spyro tracks I've heard. And that is an improvement. Oh, thanks. Oh. There. Mixing it up a bit. There we go. Did you know that the drummer from the Police composed all the music of the original Spyro trilogy? You know? I love my scaly gray son. Admittedly, that's not something I was aware of, Shirkvin. I would say I'm not sure I believe you, but I've heard of stranger things when it comes to music composition for video games. Alright, so I'll just pick up some of these and then head back to the previous level. Buzz's dungeon. Oh, actually, wait. Because I already did the... Actually, no, I do need to go back because of the fucking Sparks level. Sunrise Spring. Alright, so now...
Spyro, I found an egg, but only Sparks will be able to reach it. There's a small hole that leads to a crawdad farm. I can take him there if he's ready.
Yeah, why not? You'll love this level. Are you being sarcastic with me, Shark? Oh, no.
Hello, Sparks. Maybe before you take on the nasty crawdads, I should give you some help.
I remember
To start,
hating
let's
these
practice
levels
shooting.
as a kid.
Press the circle button to shoot these targets. You can also move quickly by charging, like Spyro. To charge, hold down the square button. Use your charge
The square
to chase
button.
down this fast enemy.
Come on. Yep, no, and here it is.
Now for the hard part. Being a maneuverable dragonfly, you can also slide in any direction. To slide, hold down the L1 or R1 button. Then move with the analog stick or directional button. Try sliding up and down to hit the targets in this room.
Well, neither L1 or R1 work. Perfect. Yeah, so just a seemingly essential mechanic just straight up does not work.
attention, Spark.
Well, am I stuck here then? Oh, well, analog. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but L or R. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm holding down L1, R1, R2, L2, and it is not responding. So I guess I am just stuck here.
Are you?
So yeah, use the L1 or R1 button, then move with the analog stick. Okay. I think I misunderstood the directions there. So that is admittedly on me.
On your travels, you'll notice butterflies that give you health, just like in the dragon worlds. Not only that, but some butterflies will give you special powers, though only for a short time. Just eat any power-up butterfly, and then press the X button to use that power-up.
I'm not
Your
sure
power-up
if
is
saying
shown
that
in the
they'll
top
help
right
me
of
is the
screen.
same as saying I can eat them, so I... Oh, God damn it.
You'll be able to...
What did I do
You'll be
now?
able to deal with these guys much...
Use a power-up. I thought I did.
You'll be able to...
Right. Oh, yeah, now I'm using the power-up. Yeah, I did press X the first time. For whatever reason, it didn't register as working.
Looks like you're ready, Sparks. If you need any more help, just choose the help option from the pause menu.
Alright. Oh great, is it just never-ending fucking spawning cycle of them? Oh, what? Oh, okay, so invincibility, it looks like. Also, everything is just way too fucking loud. And now the music's just gone. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, there it is. Jesus. Ah, boy. Excuse him, Shark means determined to be grumpy. I mean, here's the thing, like, it's not the most intuitive control scheme, I will say that. And also, whenever you, like, have a game go automatically from... Oh god, my thumb's fucking cramping up. Like, when you have a control scheme for a video game go from, like, 2D oriented, or 3D oriented to 2D oriented, sometimes, especially for older games, there can be something left to be desired in terms of how it's executed. So I like the idea of this, but unfortunately, just the execution, for me at least, leaves something to be desired. Oh god. Great. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, this is just way too fucking loud. Does it start me all over? Okay, at least it doesn't start me all over. Yeah, no, I do plan on getting all the gems. Yeah, no, that was not fun, unfortunately. Again, it's a fun idea. Like, their approach to this is just... needed a bit more fleshing out, I feel. I also couldn't help but notice, by the way, that they didn't have their own original music for these levels. This is just like the main menu music. Alright, so it's all the fucking gems from there. And again, I do also want to stress, Sharkfin, that I wasn't, like, going into this, like, with the intention of, like, shitting on the level or anything. Like, again, I do enjoy, like, 2D, like, shoot-em-up things like this. I enjoy me a good shmup. Like, one of my favorite games of all time was Raiden in the arcades. But again, it ultimately comes down to, like, execution. And there's just, like, a lot here that is sort of left unpolished. Admittedly, some of it was me not fully, like, understanding the directions given to me. That is admittedly fully on me. But I still think it could have done with a bit of polishing, especially when it came to the fucking bass boosted. Oh, just out of there, I guess. No transition screen or anything. But, yeah, no, I feel like I've already said my piece.
Nice work, Sparks. You've beaten the Crawdad King and found the lost egg. Not only that, but some of the dragon magic seems to have rubbed off on you. Now you can pick up gems when they're even further away from Spyro.
Yeah, not bad. So, now, I need to go find the fucking penguin in the other level. So at least they also have, like, incentive for completing those mini levels. You know, making treasure collection a bit easier. Alright. Oh, well, it's bunny time.
Okay, Dragon. You've managed to survive longer than I expected. But you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers lie ahead of you. I suggest you grab your cat friend and whatever eggs you found and hightail it back home while you still can. I'm telling you this for your own good, you know.
You know, with all due respect, Budget Lola, I can't really take your threat all that seriously when you're coming at me looking like a fucking Ransona yourself. I would know. I'm the resident expert in that field. When your threat comes coated with a DreamWorks face, I'm not sure I can take you very seriously. And so we begin again. Just need to be careful not to make him fully switch directions. Like that. You know. So I'm gonna have to hug the road a bit more than usual. Oh, well, I'm here. I mean, if nothing else, at least they added a new fucking cackle, so not gonna be as easy to tilt me. There we go. She and Hunter half the reason I ended up a furry. And more power to you, honestly. Well, speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Ah, my good friend Spyro. The sorceress caught this naughty bird letting off rockets in her fireworks factory, but I'm willing to release him into your custody. provided you pay his outstanding fines.
Let's go.
What a sucker. That is, it's a far, far better thing you do today, Spyro, than you have ever done, and, well, so forth, etc. You get the idea.
I hate that I missed the original VA. Again, the fucking Photoshop filter is killing me.
Sergeant Bird, 90068. Awaiting orders, sir.
I think you'll have to find your commanding officer for that. Hey, what are those things?
These are the latest military hardware. DBX-9 rocket launchers, state-of-the-art.
So why didn't you use them to escape?
Because I have limited ammo, and I wanted to conserve it. For this.
Honestly, valid.
Say, where'd you come from? I thought dragons had all been dead for 1,000 years or something.
Well, the rumors of our extinction were slightly exaggerated. We just wanted a little peace and quiet.
Well, if it's peace and quiet you want, you should stay clear of my homeworld for a bit. I reckon I'll be blowing up Rhinox for weeks. Cheerio!
I'm not certain, but I think that might also be Tom Kenny. Alright, anyway. So, first things first, I want to see if I can't collect all the fucking gems in this world. And after I do, I want to see if I can't get the Sergeant Bird level for, oh god. Gonna need to supercharge that, aren't I? But yeah, get all the main gems in this hub world, and then finish off the bird level in the volcano world. That's the plan. Don't even lie, Taco. I mean, more power to you once again. Ah, okay, here we are.
Hi, Spyro.
I do hope you enjoy your pizza. And feel free to share what kind of pizza it ends up being. And I'll even say this as well. Like, don't feel self-conscious if it's like one of those guilty pleasure type of crust styles or even toppings. There's no judgment here. All pizza is good pizza as far as I'm concerned. Barbecue chicken pizza. Ooh, nice. Funnily enough, I actually had barbecue chicken pizza the other day myself. Well, it was half barbecue chicken, half Brooklyn. From one of my favorite local places called Hot Lips. Which was actually introduced to me by my buddy Chi-Chi, who you might know from her VTubing and nerdcore rap and singing. But yeah, she turned me onto that place, and I highly recommend it. The only major tweaks were that to the barbecue chicken side, I took away the red onion and added some tomato and anchovies. Yes, I am one of those monsters who likes both pineapple and anchovies on pizza. Alright, so I'll come back here later. Oh, God. Oh, okay, well, nice to know I can climb automatically. Like, fuck. Okay, that actually was pretty cute. Yeah, fun fact, barbecue chicken pizza was actually invented in California. I want to say the Los Angeles area, specifically. Believe it was an invention of one of the concept chefs from the California Pizza Kitchen. That's what it was. Anchovies are great in a lot of things. A lot of people hate them. I love them. Okay, I'm glad you agree with that. Because, like, that's just it. If it weren't for anchovies, we would not have Caesar dressing. I do love me a good Caesar salad. I noticed that, like, my favorite salads tend to be the simplest, when it whether it's like Caesar or caprese. Like, literally all caprese salad is just like tomatoes, mozzarella, you know, basil, and a bit of balsamic. I tend to go for more of like balsamic reduction myself, but you know, even just like a nice balsamic vinaigrette will do just nicely. Ooh, and some like fresh salt and pepper as well. Like fresh cracked, real tasty. And Caesar salad pizza. Caesar salad pizza? That's it. I mean, here's the thing. I can see the appeal. Like if you fold it up like, you know, New York slice rather, New York slice style. And then sort of like, you know, again, well, kind of like a taco, as you're probably doing right now. Just enjoy it that way. Yeah, no, that does actually sound good. Like, here's the thing. Like, I am very much not a picky... I started very much as a picky eater when I was a child, but now I'm one of those people who will try anything once when it comes to food. Even if it doesn't necessarily sound appealing to me, I will try it. Like, for example, if you've ever had the Mexican dish menudo, it is a stew with a really, really tasty broth. However, an aspect of menudo that is off-putting for a lot of people is the inclusion of tripe, which, for those of you who are unaware, is stomach lining, usually from a, I believe traditionally it's either from goat or beef. But yeah, it's stomach lining, and it's like, admittedly, the texture isn't my favorite thing, but the flavor of the broth more than makes up for it, for me, personally. Okay, it's usually beef? Okay, thank you for letting me know, Alex. Because I know, like, some, like, traditional Mexican dishes, like the OG versions tend to use goat, like birria, for example. Birria tends to use, like, stewed goat meat. Not even stewed, but just marinated, like, and pulled goat meat. But nowadays often uses beef as well. I love birria tacos. Birria tacos, you may have caught on by now that I'm a big, big fan of Mexican food. I was born and raised in California. And there's big, big Latino culture in California. I like a lot of food people hate because of... I mean, that's also fair. Well, I mean, it's not fair to you, to clarify, but, like... It's... I mean, something I've always wanted to try, for example, is latkes and applesauce, which I know is, like... I could be mistaken, but I believe it's a traditional Hanukkah dish. I think it's one of those things that can be enjoyed, like, anytime, but traditionally it's known for being associated with Hanukkah. Birria is traditionally goat, but beef is also popular. Yeah. Oh no, like Alex, if you were ever in Portland, I can recommend some really good birria taco places. I mean, like, what's not to like about, like, you know, fried potatoes? You know, potato pancakes. It sounds really good. My aunt makes it whenever she like. Ooh, that does sound good. Like, I'm going to be 100% real. A big part of why I moved to Portland was the food culture. Like, a big thing in Portland is the food pods, for example, which, for the uninitiated, food pods are essentially, like, entire neighborhoods of food carts. And they'll all be sort of, like, collected together on these, like, street corners or, like, just lining a specific street. And, there's a lot of them in Portland. One of my favorites being this one called Potato Champion, which specializes in poutine. Now, poutine is a French-Canadian dish, which is basically what I like to refer to, and I know this is very much oversimplifying it, but it's essentially French-Canadian nachos, in that it's one of those dishes that was just sort of invented on the fly with whatever was in the kitchen at the time. And it's essentially just, French fries with beef gravy and cheese curds at its simplest. That's like the most traditional version of poutine. Because I believe the word poutine roughly translates to big mess, if I am not mistaken. And it was literally just invented with, like, some dude who came in on a cold day. He's like, hey, like, just throw the shit you have here together on a plate and I'll eat it. And the chef was like, this is gonna make a big mess, though, bruh. And hence that's where the dish got its name, if the story is to be believed. In a similar vein, I believe that nachos... Again, this is one of those, like... Very much like one of those, like... This is the general mythos behind a food, but I have no way to prove it, so take this with a grain of salt. But the general consensus that I have seen is that nachos were invented by some dude named Ignacio when some guy came in and said, like, hey, just, like, give me something hot. And so the chef was like, I bet. So he threw some tortilla chips and, like, cheese, beans, whatever he had there still in the kitchen that day, like, from, like, the rush, onto a plate and cooked it and served it. It's a very apocryphal story for a lot of food origins. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it's always interesting to look into, like, the fabled origins of any given foodstuff. Alright. Did you get the flower pot dragon egg yet? I don't believe so. Well, well, there you go. Super flame the flower pots. So, yeah, let me go ahead and take care of that. Like how margaritas were supposedly named after the daughter of a restaurant patron. Interesting. See, that one I had not heard. But I'm a big fan of, like, food history. And just looking into the origins of, like, specific types of food culture. Let's see. Any more flower pots? Ah, so they're over this way. Ah, there you are. Like how any food that has a location's name has nothing to do with the country it's named after, and it's more. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It's the same with, like, Hawaiian pizza, which I believe was also invented in California. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe in Hawaii, what we know as Hawaiian pizza is commonly referred to as California-style pizza. Oh, it's Canadian. Well, that also explains it. Alright, so now it's very confusing. It really, really is. Okay, so I have 100% of this level. Now I just need to go back and get those last penguin levels in the volcano zone. How the fuck has it already been, like, 2.5 hours? I mean, I would say time flies when you're having fun, but let's be honest. Do you think I've been having a gas with this stream? French toast is not named after a country, but the chef who popularized it. Ah, interesting. I mean, again, the same can be said for, like, freedom fries and things like that, which obviously probably named such just to make it fancy, like, you know, steak frites. That's more of an actual, like, you know, French dish. And French fries are probably inspired, or the naming of French fries are inspired by, you know, steak frites, things like that. can check in with me. Can I not access this yet? French fries are named after the type of... Oh, okay. French is also a term to cut veg. Oh, okay, yeah. So, from both you and Cochet, I'm inclined to believe that. Oh, I have to do his level first. Okay, well. Ah, the joys of 3D platformer tedium. Alright, well, let's get back to it then. Okay, so I have to do the fucking penguin level all the way through, and then I can go back. I fucking hate backtracking in games so goddamn much. It's just one of those, like, cardinal sins of gaming that I can never really forgive, regardless of, like, the reasons. Like, I just want to finish the level and move the fuck on. And I don't see what's wrong with that. Alright, so now, let's get in here. Remember New York putting tomatoes in clam chowder? Like some, well, I mean, here's the thing, like, what my policy on food, well, first.
I have to train the hummingbirds. They must be in peak physical condition if we're going to take on the sorceress.
My general policy on food tradition is that, like, oh, first.
Sir, the situation is this. Yesterday at 1845 hours, the Rhinox invaded. We defended as best we could, sir, but without your leadership, we didn't put up an effective resistance. By 1900 hours, the rest of the squad was captured and the Rhinox had complete control of the base.
Why are you French when he's English? Anyway, my policy on food traditions. Rules are meant to be broken. Like, I very much, one of the things I despise more than anything else when it comes to food culture is when people tell you that a certain type of food can only be prepared a certain type of way. Like fucking, like New Yorkers who look at Chicago-style deep dish and say, oh, that's not pizza, that's a casserole. Why? Because I say that isn't pizza. Why do you say it's not pizza? Because some old Italian dude said so. Like, fuck off. Like, just let people enjoy food and experiment. Like, tradition is the death of innovation.
Thank you, sir.
Alright. Yeah, just, like, let people, like, put tomatoes in their chowder. Let people put, like, anchovies and pineapple on pizza. Like, let people just mess around with recipes, bastardize them, and then just see how it turns out. As long as it tastes good, I don't see the problem. Like, it's one thing if you're saying, oh, this is authentic, this region style, this food. If it's that, then yeah, do some research. And, like, I don't know, try and, you know, bring it as close to the representation of that specific culture or dish as you can. By all means, but, like, if you're just fucking around trying to make something taste good, do whatever the fuck you want. You know? Admittedly was unaware that I could do this. But here we are.
I recommend you take the enemy out with your rockets by pressing the circle button, sir.
No, thanks for that. I was gonna go jerk him off. These guys are gardeners. Are we really sure we're the good guys here? Once again.
One carefully placed rocket blast should take this door down, sir.
There we are. Yeah, they need to get better at looping their music. Alright, let's see. It loops better normally. Don't know what's going on.
Sir, I've captured the enemy rations. They won't march far on an empty stomach.
I mean, it might have something to do with the fact that this is an emulator. Okay, that's cute, because it kind of looks like an army
the
helmet.
Rhinox have blocked the way out of this next cave with a security door, and I don't think you'll be able to blast your way through this one. Recommend you land on the weights and carry them to the pressure-sensitive security switches either side of the door. When in position, press the square button to drop the weight. Press the triangle button once to look down. Press it again to look up, sir.
I'm gonna head to bed. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm crashing. That is absolutely valid, Shark. Thank you for sticking with us for as long as you did, and I hope you have a good night. Now, here is the issue with with playing this game with a Switch controller. I don't have a triangle button or a square button, so I have to try and guesstimate what each of those actually are. Rest well, Shark. Yes, absolutely rest well, Shark. Alright. You see me around during the week and other streams. Have a good one, everyone. You as well. And again, I do appreciate, like, all of my snark aside, Shark, I genuinely do appreciate, like, the tips on how to complete each level. It saved me a lot of time and a lot of grief, so genuinely thank you. Alright.
Request permission to cheer, sir. Hippie-pourri!
Alright. Damn. Gems in here? Does not look like it. Alright. Alright, come on. Down you go. There. What do you have to say?
Keep fighting the good fight, sir. We're almost there, and I'm right behind you.
Ah, okay.
Mission accomplished. It's great to have you back, sir.
Okay, so the bombs are specifically for the crates. Or rather, the heavy metal boxes. But first and foremost, collect some of these.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Okay, so 2 of us left. Now let's... There we go. I guess I have to run out first. Let's go ahead and collect what we can here. Oh, I think I saw... Oh, that's just... Oh. use some more of these. There we are. Ah, yes, there we are. Yeah, and I think there are some more of these lining the roof as well. Yep. Yep, and then some more of these. I'm sorry, the slapping sound of his feet just kind of threw me off. Alright, now. Anything else around here? Yep, are you gonna... There we are.
What are your orders, sir?
Ah, well, I suppose steer me in the right direction, other than that. As you were. Alright. Oh, damn it. Okay, now I'm just getting reckless. Also, still not sure how I feel about the fucking flying penguin that sounds like a goose, but, you know. I think I've long since come to terms with the fact that this is the world bereft of logic and reason, so... Leave him alone. Let's see. I hate that I'm just fucking tracking down these fucking ladybugs. Like, at worst, ladybugs are just a pain in the ass when it comes to gardening. Besides that, they're largely inoffensive. And again, raising the question time and time again, are we actually the bad guys here? Or rather, are we the good guys here? How are we doing on this level? Rescue 5 hummingbirds. Oh god, yeah, I still have all those gems to find wherever the fuck. So I need one more hummingbird. And however many more gems. Oh, right, I can probably need to carry one of these back to an earlier portion of the level. Oh, well. Kind of dropped the ball on that one. Oh, well, you know, that will, in fact, do it. Good to know that I still have my rockets. Alright. There you are.
Before I was captured, I recovered this egg from the enemy, sir.
It looks more like a Marth to me. Alright.
I'm ready to be debriefed, sir.
Oh, hey, wait. At least let's wait until after dinner, alright? Don't be too quick on the draw there. You know, maybe a movie, some good conversation. We'll talk. What the fuck? Okay. And with that... Alright, yeah, we have completed the level. Let me just check here. Alright, so did both of those. Now, I just need to get back there. And then, should be able to call it a stream. Oh.
I have assessed the situation. We need 5 men to operate the whirligig.
Good for you. Oh, he's talking about the access to the next hub world. Okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Buck. I mean, not to jinx myself here, but all things considered, this has been going relatively smoothly. Now let's just see how that stray comment ends up biting me in the ass. Alright. Yeah, oink ram you. Now the joke doesn't make sense, but it's what I had at the time, so. Alright. Let's fucking do this. Thank fuck.
Hello, Spyro. I'm just off to the Tiki Lodge for some R&R.
Oh, so you're the worst type of person.
I'm playing a game of hide and seek with my friends. If I can't find where they've hidden their heads, they won't let me join the Tiki Lodge. Help me put them back together, and I'll make you an honorary member.
Alright. This one. Oh, can I? Okay. Good God. Oh, they're just instantly respawning, I assume. That's fun. Oh boy, how I love infinitely respawning enemies. They're my big favorite. God damn it. Guess I'll get those later. Yeah. Let's see. Any more gems around here? Does not look like it. Alright. Next up. Yeah, no, it's just kind of funny at this point, the fucking... Alright. Yeah, the lack of looping music. Oh, did I fucking... Oh, well, fuck you. There we are. There, swaddle around, as we are apt to do. This delightful boy over here, I believe. Yep. And then there was one. Well. Probably make things a smidge easier. Now, let me see. Oh, is this... Yep. There. Now, I think got everything from that area. And then in there. Is there another section I have to blow up? Oh, maybe I just have not gone through here yet. Yeah, no, I just had not. Okay. I was just a dum-dum in need of gum-gum, apparently. There we are.
Take this egg as a sign of your honorary membership in the lodge.
Ryan!
Well, that's never happened before. I hope it's not a bad omen.
Alright, now. Level complete. Is it, though? No, let me... Yeah? Sparse Worlds? Yeah. I think that is, in fact, it. Okay. Well, then. I think with that, we can just skedaddle. All right. 2,400 gems. First, let's top off Sparks. And just to make sure, doubly sure even. Alright, so Sunrise Spring Worlds, all 36 eggs, all 2,800 gems. Yeah, okay. So let me just save. Okay. And just to double check, because I don't trust this game for a fucking second, I'm gonna find Zoe, have her zap my ass, to make sure that this save file is fucking scarred with my progress. Away with you beasties. Where the fuck is that fairy? Seriously, where the fuck is she? Well, since I can't find her, I suppose my only option is to just fucking hope and pray that the game does not fuck me over. And I'm gonna save one more time. And with that, call it a stream. Alright. So, I'm genuinely kind of unnerved as to how relatively smoothly that went, all things considered. But yeah. We are now into the second hub world. Out of however the fuck many. And, I mean, it's still gonna take us into 2026 to finish this, but, with any luck, I'll be moving on to the, I guess, next major Friday playthrough series before, February? Knock on wood? In either event, I would like to thank all of you for tuning in, especially Cochet for modding as always, and Sharkfin for the tips and tricks that, in all likelihood, saved me hours upon hours of additional and unnecessary gameplay. So, I do hope that you will meet me again next... can you tell it's been too long? I hope you'll see me again next Friday. And until that time comes, always remember to fucking think. Take care, everyone.